Alright guys, next up we're going to do switch statements. So we just did if statements, we're going to do switches, which switches are very similar to if statements, but they do have a little bit different going on. So very similarly, we're going to grab our main class, enter any whole number. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and change this as it goes. Cool beans. Then we're going to say int num, next int, and then what we're going to do is we're going to say switch num, but we're going to say case 0. We're not going to say switch num. Excuse me. What we need is we need another variable called remainder. We're about to create that right now. We're going to say int remainder, and we want to, instead of taking modulus 10, we want to take modulus 2. Now, depending on the case, it's going to either give us 0 or 1. So we don't need to print is a leap year, we need to print even. And then we're going to break that. Then we're going to say case 1, print odd, break that. Now we do need, what's different is we do need a default in our case. We're just going to say unknown. Okay, so this is just in case it gives something, not case 1, 0 or 1, it's going to print this default value. All right, so we're going to go to run current file, print any whole number, or enter any whole number, excuse me, that's 10, that's even, wonderful. Let's run it again, try it with 15, we all know 15 is odd, excellent. So let's do it one more time just to make sure it's locked in there, and we're going to call this G103_4, I think, I'm not sure, I'll change it later. That's just what we're turning it in as. So we're going to grab our scanner object, just to make this a little bit prettier. I want to change this to input. Excellent. It is going to give us the import of the scanner object from Java utility, which is excellent. Enter an integer. That's even better. A is, I don't want A, I want something like number, which is great. And then we're going to call another int, which is remainder. And I don't want 10, I want 2 again, because we just have to start switch, and we're going to say remainder, because unlike an if statement, which is basically just testing, or we're getting true or false from it, what we're doing here is we are asking it, okay, when this specific variable equals this, what are we going to do? And so these have a whole bunch of different uses, but sometimes it can be a little constraining compared to the if statements. But these could be used for like menus, and we could say invalid input, and that's excellent. So we're going to run the current file, enter an integer, 20, which is even. That's excellent. We're going to run it again. We're going to say 25, and that's odd. Wonderful. So there you go. Switch statements.